Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today I've got part number 60 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this one. Okay, starting off, we've got our cover here. We've got our favorite frames. We've got our pieces here. And we've got our magazine. Let's take a quick look at the magazine now. Aha. The 2000 Celica. Pretty iconic. Pretty dramatic, actually. Change in body style. Really kind of diving in to when Toyota really embraced the kind of fast lines. I mean, the Celica has always been I wouldn't even say like sports compact car for the early 2000s. Toyota, like, is just the company. They basically stopped the rear wheel drive. They stopped with the MR2, the SW20s, because I believe those were, the last ones were like 98 or something like that. And really, this was it for the sports line for Toyota. And this is kind of where Toyota was really valuing profit over like performance. And this is kind of what you got. And I remember these are pretty iconic. Front wheel drive. But man, the look is so unique. Like back in the day, you're just like, whoa, you could just tell right away that was a Celica on the road. Really cool interior too as well. Did come in manual. You know, they had these gosh, what are you called again? The Soars, but so basically a lot of it for America at least spun off to the Lexus line too as well, because you had these, you know, SC430 Soars, because they had the SC400, which actually they did came with a 1UZFE engine, the V8s. If you get the 400, I think the SC300 Lexus, they were all Lexus, came with the 1JZ engine too as well. So they're pretty iconic in terms of where Toyota's headed. And if you really wanted the kind of the Toyota sports car in the early 2000s, you had to go Lexus. You know, Celica and Toyota themselves were really kind of branding themselves as the kind of the econo boxes, the, well, where can I get the most profit margin? And they weren't really taking a lot of risks in regards to the vehicles that they were willing to promote. I'm trying to let you guys see this and focus in on some of the booklet here versus trying to hear me yap about it. Let you actually read it, translate that if you'd like. So my apologies if it's kind of blurry or hard to read. I'm doing my best. And having the SC430 as a convertible, pretty cool. It was called a Soar too as well, and you could actually see their hardtop convertibility, being able to do that. I know that VR4 Mitsubishi GT3000 GTOs had that too as well, but that was a very, very, very expensive vehicle. Hardtop conversions where you're able to kind of do that convertible. Pretty popular in the early 2000s, late 90s too as well. I really wanted convertibles. And here's another Celica, the RA40. I don't know too much about these, but I guess, is this the same level as a Celica Supra? Maybe. But usually those are nomenclature, Celica Supra too as well. But then the Supra was kind of built out into its own vehicle. I don't know too much about Celicas, unfortunately, and I do want to learn more about them because they're really, really cool cars. Just a kind of a concept around them too, because I mean I believe the Celica was more geared towards the sports car market than the obviously the Corolla market, right? But everybody knows the Corolla, right? Just because of the sports compact nature around it. But it's not really a sports car; it's more of a econo box, right? They were never meant to be really performance-driven Corollas, right? And performance-driven Camrys. That just it doesn't make sense. They were more geared towards again economy, point A, point B, reliability. Celica, Supra, those are the MR2 were the names in Toyota that really were the ones that wanted to be the actual sports cars of Toyota, right? Not the Corolla, not the Camry. Anyway, let's just jump right into this part and let's take a quick peek at what this might be. And it sure looks like it's part of the seat. Oh yeah, actually it's the back. Ah, okay, cool. So it's actually the assembly for the headrest. My apologies. I thought this was the actually the what do you call it? The undercarriage of the seat itself, but it actually is the back. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the parts because it looks like we are just assembling the back of the seat. So I'll go ahead and reposition the camera and we'll take a look at the parts. Okay, starting off here, let's just start with the biggest piece, and this is the back of the driver's seat here. It is labeled L, probably for left. Obviously, this might be the passenger seat then. Would be the driver's seat in America, but it's the passenger seat. Here is the upright here, nice and plastic. The other side of the upright. Looks like the bottom bracket part with the headrest. Again, more bracing, looks like. And this is labeled, conveniently labeled for us, left and right. There. And for the screws, we have TP right there. And more AP screws right there. And that's look like our part. So let's go put this away. And we'll get our headrests again, but we will jump right into one. Just give me 1 second. Okay, starting out, we're actually going to be grabbing the skeleton piece right here that has its left. So it's actually labeled L. And then this portion right here. In the inside, you actually can see right or left right in there. I'll make sure that's in focus for you to see that. But it is right there and left here. So this is the left one here. It looks like it just kind of gets laid in here, just like so. And then we're going to be using some AP screws to secure this down. Okay, that's the left one. We'll do the right as well. Same thing. Just place it in just like so. And a couple more AP screws. Okay, so we got both these pieces here, and it looks like it gets assembled kind of like this, I believe, on this piece. I don't know. Let me take a look. Oh, okay. Kind of hard to decipher what goes to where. So this one here. Looks like, does this go here? Oh, does it go like this? Oh, I see. I'm stupid. There's a hole right there, and then there's a peg right there, so it just goes just like that. And this side right there. And then we take another AP screw. That's locked in right that side. And the screw hole right there. And I'm trying to look and see if there's an orientation. It looks like we're oriented correct because there's only one kind of peg, so it's kind of impossible to put it in upside down, I guess. Or is it? I always doubt myself. Actually, I might be putting this on backwards. So yeah, let me redo this because I'm looking at the photo and it looks like, yeah, I might be putting this backwards. Okay, so flip it around. There it goes. So that looks a lot better. Sometimes you just gotta guess. Okay. I think looks pretty good. Put this one over here. Okay, I think, let me take a look at the instructions real quick. Oh, okay. So we're grabbing one of the headrests here. And I want to make sure I'm getting this oriented correctly because it's going to go this direction, I believe. So the way that the shape of the headrest goes is like this. And then this is to the front here. So it goes just like that. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. And then we're going to put this other side on just like this. You can see there's the adjustments right there too as well. So I believe that if you get this on without screwing it in, you're still able to adjust that up. See that? That's so cool. You just why should you have that adjustability in building a model? I don't understand, but it's there and it's so cool to be able to like, oh yeah, cool. I'm gonna smaller person, so I'm gonna have it down there, or I want it up. There it is. That's so cool, just to have that, you know. All right, let's get the thing attached. Oops. Make sure I get this oriented correctly again. Okay, there that goes. Okay, let's take a quick look at this again. It's all assembled. Looks like this one's a little bit loose. I'd like to get that a little bit more. We really shouldn't need that, you know, but it's there, and that's so cool. All right, so this is the backing of it. Let's take a look real quick. Get this oriented correctly, and you can see it's pretty simple, right? In what direction it should be attached to. So it just kind of lays in just like this, right? And then we're going to take these TP screws and just screw them down right here. Okay, and that's it. You have our working seat with our, sorry, not working seat, but a seat back, actually, with headrests on the, I believe since this marked L was going to be the passenger side seat back. So cool. Again, this is a soft-ish rubber on the top, as this would be. And these, I believe, I think they are softer, but they are on the 86 still there, but this is plastic. But such a cool detail piece. Look at that. Awesome. And we have our other one here. But as of right now, that's it for part number 60 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is, again, a really, really cool part. That, again, every step that we take, we're getting a bit closer to building this model. But I want to thank you guys today for joining me. If you haven't, give it a like. A subscribe to the video would be, or a subscribe to the channel would be really nice. Just help that channel, this channel grow. Really do appreciate you sticking with me. Again, there's a ton of parts, and it's taken a long time to do, and I do apologize about the breaks that I've been taking, but unfortunately, it just happened. A lot of life stuff happened. But let's take a look at part number 61 and see what we might be doing then. Aha! So that looks like either the back or the bottom of the seat, and it does look kind of plush and carpeted. We'll see there in part number 61, I believe. My bad. Part number 61. But I want to thank you again for joining me today. Really do appreciate your support. I'll see you guys in part number 61. Bye for now.